3, 2, 1, 0.
It is not whether we can afford it, it is whether we can afford to ignore it. It is a well said quote by Krishna Swami Kasturi Ranga, the chairman of ISRO on Chandrayaan-1 mission. आइए हम आपको ले चलते हैं अंतरिक्ष की ओर, भारत का साइकिल से चांद तक का अनोखा सफर. The Idea Lunar Scientific Mission was first raised in 1999 during the meeting of the Indian Academy of Sciences. Soon after the proposal by IAS of Sciences, ISRO launched the India's maiden mission to the moon, Chandrayaan-1. India begins its first ever mission to the moon with the launch of spacecraft Chandrayaan-1 on October 22. The spacecraft orbits the moon for 2 years while mapping its surface and resources. After almost a year due to the several technical issues and contact failure on August 29, 2009, the ISRO officially declared the mission over because malfunction due to the radiation of sun. But it's operated for 312 days against the plan of 2 years, but was successful by achieving 95% of its planned objective. But that's not the end. After some time, India come with advanced technology and knowledge with second mission Chandrayaan-2. It was launched on July 15 at 2:15 am from Satish Dhawan Space Center at Sriharikota. It was meant to study water ice in the South Pole region and thickness of lunar layer of bedrock on the moon surface. This mission is also called off very soon by ISRO as some technical problem in its spacecraft. The craft had to make very fast turn. When it started to turn very fast, its ability to turn was limited by the software because we never accepted such a high rates to come. This was issue according to the ISRO.
Let's move on to India's next space mission of ISRO, that is Chandrayaan-3. Previous lunar missions have focused on the equatorial region of the moon owing to its favorable terrain. The South Pole region is more challenging compared to the equatorial region. The lack of enough sunlight and extreme cold conditions up to 230 degrees Celsius lead to difficulties in instrument operation and sustainability. The polar regions may contain water. Chandrayaan-3 is a follow-on mission to Chandrayaan-2 to demonstrate end-to-end capability in safe landing and roving on the lunar surface. It consists of lander and rover configuration. It will be launched by LVM-3 from SDSC HAR Sriharikota. Now let us move on to the objectives of the Chandrayaan-3 mission. To demonstrate safe and soft landing on lunar surface, to demonstrate rover roving on the moon, and to conduct in situ scientific experiment. Chandrayaan-3 timing took as follows. Chandrayaan-3 mission took off on July 14, 2023 from the Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota. On August 5, the mission entered the lunar orbit. On August 17, the lander module separated from the propulsion module. The first and second deboosting occurred on August 18 and 20 respectively. Deboosting is the slowing down of the spacecraft in an orbit where the parallel is 30 km and the farthest point is 100 km from the landing site. This process is necessary for the proper landing of the spacecraft. On August 23, the lander landed at around 69.36 degrees south and 32.34 degrees east between Manzinus Sea and Sampelius and craters on the south pole of the moon. On August 24, the rover Pragyan started its exploration. On August 30, Pragyan confirmed the presence of sulfur on the moon through the LIBS technique. LIBS technique is known as laser induced breakdown spectroscopy. It is a scientific method using intense laser pulses to analyze material composition. Union Science and Technology Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh on Friday said the estimated cost of the Chandrayaan 3 project at rupees 600 crore was lower than the budget of some Hollywood films made on the themes of space and moon. He also said scientific research connected with the project to check availability of hydrogen and oxygen on the surface of the moon is what makes the country initiative quite different from lunar missions of other nations.
Now we will discuss about the structure of Chandrayaan 3 mission. Lander is named Vikram and the rover Pragyan. Like those of the second mission, the mission consists of a lander module, a propulsion module and a rover. The propulsion module payload is the spectropolarimetry of habitable planet Earth shape. Shape has the objective of exploring exoplanet for habitability by studying reflected light. The payloads on the lander Vikram are Chandra surface thermophysical experiment to measure the thermal conductivity and the temperature instrument of lunar seismic activity. For measure the seismicity around the landing site, Langmuir probe to estimate the plasma density and its variation, a passive laser retro reflected array from NASA for lunar laser ranging studies. Laser ranging studies. The payloads on the rover Pragyan are alpha particle X-ray spectrometer, laser induced breakdown spectroscope. The advanced technologies present in the payloads help in conducting scientific experiments on the moon. The mission's life is 1 lunar day or 14 Earth days.
Why South Pole of Moon important? India's lunar Chandrayaan 3 is all set to land on the southern pole of the moon on the evening of 23 August. ISRO, the Indian Space Agency, will conduct its soft landing, which has the attention of the entire world. So, what is it about the southern pole of the moon that is attracting scientists from the moon? Scientists believe that there are deep craters on the moon where sunlight has not reached for billions of years. In these regions, temperature drops dramatically, reaching as low as minus 248 degrees Celsius, and then, as you know, there is no atmosphere on the moon to heat the moon's surface. No human has ever set foot in this completely unknown world of the moon. India's Chandrayaan, first launched in 2008, was first mission to search for evidence of water on the moon. Water exists on the moon in solid or vapor form due to the vacuum of space. What is more interesting is that water here is preserved for millions of years and completely unexposed from the sun's radiations. Now, this information is quite valuable to analyze and understand the history of water in our solar system. The explorations and examination of water on the moon primarily serve the purpose of facilitating future space missions. This is because transporting water from Earth to moon is costly endeavor. Hence, the discovery of lunar water or ice could be utilized as a valuable resource for fuel, oxygen, and drinking water for upcoming lunar missions.
Now, let us start discussing about the facts and significance of Chandrayaan 3 achievements. As we all know, on August 23 this year, ISRO made Indians proud as Chandrayaan 3 made a smooth landing on the moon's south pole. Chandrayaan 3's successful landing has placed India alongside countries like US, China, and Russia as one of the few countries to accomplish a safe moon landing. Ever since its landing, Vikram lander and Pragyan cover on Chandrayaan 3 have unearthed vital information from the lunar surface. Their achievements include rovers, lunar surface exploration and confirmation of presence of vital elements. Chandrayaan 3's Vikram lander has detected the presence of
Key metals such as sulfur, aluminium, calcium, silicon, iron, oxygen, titanium, chromium, and manganese. The moon lander also dug deep into the moon's ionosphere and measured electron densities from 5 million to 30 million per cubic meter. Before sharing these findings, ISRO also shared its observations about the temperatures on the lunar surface. The space agency said that the temperature on moon's surface ranges from 10 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius. The Chandrayaan 3 mission had the life of one lunar day, that is 14 Earth days. And since that period ended, both the lander and rover have been put to sleep as the lunar night rages on. ISRO scientists are hopeful that the Vikram and Pragyan will wake up on the moon soon. So these all are the observations that comes under the achievements of Chandrayaan 3 mission.
हो गए कामयाब, चांद पर हो गई सॉफ्ट लैंडिंग, दुनिया ने कहा कि